Hey everybody, Claws Out Collection here. We've got Donny Boy and William the Rider, my guests tonight.
In the corner, just
Yeah,
clicking.
purchase. Any new pickups,
Okay.
though, Ryder?
I do have one I can show.
Yeah. Rosh has put those beautiful cards away. Yeah, that's such a great sketch, man.
And what's crazy, it has like a little it has like glitter. It's like glitter all over the card.
That is a crazy sketch. Yeah. And that's from Midnight Suns. Oh, yeah.
Yep. This isn't the first because I pulled one, but this is my first the PC sketch basically.
Yeah.
But
and who's the artist again?
Get Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know like his full name, but I know he goes by like Get Adam. Like, Andrew Fernandez goes by Sketch Cards or Sketch Zero. He goes by Get Adam.
Yeah, that's a killer card right there.
But hey, I got $50. Can't complain.
Oh, can't go wrong with that. Yeah.
I mean, it's Ghost Rider adjacent. It's not Ghost Rider, but it's Zerathos, so it's basically Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah, it's the same. It's like same thing for other people that collect Spider-Man. They're like any Spidey, anything that has to do with there, or any Venomized. Yeah, that's an amazing card. How about you, Rush? You getting new pickups lately? I know he has. I know he had to.
Yeah, I grabbed a couple things recently, but I don't have them in front of me.
Oh, okay.
I have some stuff coming in the mail that's huge for my PC. I finally was able to obtain saving it.
Nice.
Once I get it. Go ahead.
I did pick up some stuff. I picked up this from 1991. And this is the auto, of course, by Jim Lee. So I picked this up, and also I went to a Comic-Con, got to meet Kevin Eastman, and this gentleman had these Batman cards. And I just bought all of them. Little bundle deal. Trying to get the Batman binder a little more full.
Yeah.
Couple of doubles. I think it was,
Those 66?
Yeah, 66.
Yeah,
I've been trying to go after some of the UK. It's a UK fan club. So in the back right here where it has the Batman, it says fan club, and then the Batman's kind of like in the background. And those are the ones that are really hard to find. And they're smaller than the US counterpart. So it's a little bit smaller, probably ends here. So they're not as big, but really cool cards.
Yeah, I know they have 48 Superman cards, I think, too. I know I think they're black and white.
Oh, actually I got these two. I wanted to shout out Brittany. She helped me out with this. This is a comic cut from Avengers number 4. This is the first appearance of Captain America in the Silver Age.
Nice.
And this is from page 22. This is 24 of 35. She actually pulled this herself. She bought a couple boxes. I think she bought a case, and she pulled that. And she also sent me this card just randomly, which is pretty cool because I didn't have this card in the set. It's a lenticular.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's good.
The Evolution set, Finding Unicorn, I loved it, man. Such a great set.
Yeah, I can show you these. I can show you these real quick.
Yep. Yeah. The images on those are just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, that's
I like that set, but I didn't really go hard on it.
yeah.
Their price, the prices now. I mean, they've dropped so much that you can take
Yeah.
your time. Honestly, like that's. I only got these is because Matt McBride on Instagram. We did a deal, and I asked him if he had any Ghost Rider stuff because he collects Ghost
Yeah.
Rider a little bit, and I know he grades a lot.
Yeah.
And shout out to him that he gave me a really good deal on this stuff. So that's the only reason I picked it up, because I'm not. I do like grading cards. I'm at the point now where I think that's where I'm gonna start going is, especially with the Sabretooth stuff and with the Ghost Rider stuff, instead of having a huge quantity of them, I'm gonna start doing more of a quality aspect of.
Yeah.
I'm at the point now is, I did sports for years and years and years, and I have so much sports cards still left, and it's like I need to get rid of those, but they're at the point now that I have so much of a quantity that I'm gonna start doing my PC where it's more of a quality and start getting 9s or 10s or
Yeah. I know
good
exactly.
condition.
I know exactly what you mean with the comics as well. Like, I've been collecting comics for almost 4 years now, and at first I wanted like every Wolverine comic there was, and I ended up doing it. I got number 1 through 145, which is not every, but I wanted to go up to the 45th to the anniversary, and I went to 1 through 145, and then I decided I'm a newsstand collector and wanted to restart it all over again and collect 1 through 145 in all newsstand if possible. And so I would do that, and then now I see myself like getting rid of stuff because it's just quantity, and I'm trying to break it down to certain books, key books. It doesn't even have to be key books. It could just be covers that I love, and just keep those in the PC, and then the rest just either trade, sell, or figure out. Like I always tell everybody, my thing is to have the hobby fund itself. So that's my thing is just try to flip these to have hobby fund itself to purchase other items that I love,
See, that's the hard part for me is everything I buy is all PC.
Yeah.
That's extremely the hard part for me is I don't really rip that much, and if I rip, it's usually ripped for the PC, and like the stuff that I rip is images that I enjoy. I mean that's like this 92 Marvel Universe. I want to open a box of this again. I've opened like 4 or 5 boxes. But the reason I'm going to open this is when I first got into the hobby, this was the first set I ever opened.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the reason. I mean, and it also has, it has a lot of comic book, artists that did this stuff. I mean, it has, it has Ghost Rider's only hologram as well. So that's really, nostalgic for me. And that's what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start relaxing, taking my time, build up funds, and then, buy what I want to buy, basically.
Yep. I'm in the same boat. I just want to try to pick up stuff I'm missing out of my binders and focus on that. Later on, I might go for like the higher end stuff.
Yeah, it's so, especially with you, it's so hard too with Wolverine and stuff to get the high end stuff because everything's just so expensive.
Yeah,
I mean that's the same thing. That's the same thing.
A year just to get a base card.
Yeah,
of Masterpiece. Yeah,
it's the same thing. Sabretooth. All of his numbered stuff is just so expensive. Like that's why I don't go for it. I mean, it's just, and it's not there. Like it doesn't show up on eBay often. No. It does. Like
I've learned that as well. Like I ended up when I first got into Marvel cards, I wanted to be a Wolverine collector because that's technically my favorite character. But I would already collect all of his comics, which the hard to find comics and hard to find newsstands, double covers, Mark Jewelers, and that was already expensive enough. When I did try to do it, it was just I seen the prices of Wolverines and I just checked out, and I ended up. It still didn't make a difference because I went to Iron Man thinking, okay, I could go to Iron Man.
Yeah.
And I liked Iron Man because he has more of a past where he has vintage cards. I could go from there, starting up with Wolverine. There's not too much, but I see some of these cards and the prices they go for. I'm like, where I'm at is either at a 25, and that's where I would be at. I
Yeah.
don't need that at 10. I don't need that at 5, at a 1. 1 of 1. I don't. To me, it's just more of me wanting to step away from comics to have some fun, and I don't want it to become like what it is with comics. Where
Yeah.
it gets over. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just too much sometimes. It really is.
Well, for me, like, honestly, with the Ghost Rider stuff, the only things I'm missing are plates, because I have every base card sticker and like tattoo, vending machine, all that from 75 till now. So I'm at the point now that I need plates, but at the same time, I'm not spending $400-$500 on plates.
Yeah.
But I don't need like all the plates. I just need one plate. But at the same time, I look at it where it's cool to have a plate, but it's the same exact image that I have now. Like, why do I need a plate? Why don't I do instead? That's why I'm going to do instead going for a PSA 9 or a PSA 10 and all of them instead.
Yeah.
That's kind of like my main goal now. It doesn't have to be a 10. It would be nice, but I'm fine with just a 9. Like, especially the older 90s stuff, like some of the stuff that bricks, I'm fine with 9s.
Yeah.
So, that's where I'm at now, especially, and also with the Sabretooth stuff. I'm at the point now where I'm working on my binder, but I'm going to get to the point now what I want to start doing is I want to start going for PSA graded cards, because honestly, it's crazy how cheap Sabretooth is compared to even like Ghost Rider or other characters. I mean, it's quite crazy to me, because like Wolverine is like one of the main characters, but his arch nemesis is like completely like, it's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, no, it really is. It really is, because I always thought that too. Like Sabretooth in the comics, like he's an iconic character.
Yeah.
And so when you think of Wolverine, when you think of Sabretooth, automatically already comes to mind when you think of Wolverine. It's because it's almost like Batman and Joker, like you can't not think of them together. It just pairs up so well that it's iconic. It's stuck in our brains that those are the characters that we know of each other. But you see some of the prices on those, and there's some characters like in comics that are so big, but in Marvel cards they're like nothing.
Yep.
Like nobody. I'm so surprised, and I trip out on that. I'm like, dang, if these people understood like how important this character was in the comics, and like some of these characters had a big change on the characters they do love are who they are,
I mean, perfect example is Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Their cards don't do anything, but I mean, they were like they were the ones that ushered in Marvel. I mean, they pretty much did. And
first family.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the craziest thing is a lot of these characters, their prices don't, which is nice, but I think it's also the aspect of the comic book collector and then the Marvel card collectors. It's not the same thing. Like, there's people that, for me, I think honestly, when it comes to character collecting and all that, I think you have to have a little bit of an understanding of their backstory. I really do. Like, I think you have to know a little bit of their backstory in comics.
Oh no, I totally agree with you, because there's a big gap in between Marvel cards and comics, because I've asked 3 people in Marvel cards this week, do you guys know who Neil Adams is? None of them knew who they were.
Yeah.
And Neil Adams literally made Batman to who he is that we all know now. Before, Batman was just kind of cringy, kiddish, and he's the one that made the Dark Knight, like him, who he is. And nobody knew who that was. And I understand that's DC, but I've also asked plenty of questions with Marvel where, like, do you know what happens in this person or this character? Why this? And none of them know really the backstory. So me and Raj have had this conversation plenty of times where we want to kind of do, that's why I think it works for me and Raj being on the same
Bridge
channel.
that bridge the gap
Yeah,
between
bridge the
Yeah.
gap because Raj knows a
cards and
lot.
comics.
He knows a lot about Marvel cards, more than me, and I learn a lot from him. And with comics, I think I know a good enough to be able to a good enough amount to be able to share information that I know to help other collectors, and maybe even they don't even have to get into like getting their first appearance, but I could show them like iconic images of that character that are affordable that you could just have in the collection to be able to pair with the card. Some of these images that you guys have on these cards are actual covers or iconic, you know, um, I guess I would say iconic storylines of like, oh, I remember seeing this panel and that this is when, Scarlet Witch says no more mutants
Yep.
in House of M. Like,
That's the name
stuff
happened.
like that, like it's definitely important to have an understanding of that.
And yeah, I mean, and I think the stuff with DC is gonna, to me, will be very interesting to see, only because, when I was on Fausto's channel and Raj was, and we did the panel of
That was a
DC,
great, yeah.
to me,
Great
it's so, yeah, it was so crazy that there's so many characters that
So
people
many.
don't know, like Starro and the Black Lanterns, White Lanterns, all that. And to me, it's going to come to the point with DC is, I think the hard part is there's a lot more obscure characters than there is in Marvel.
Way more.
Way more. And I think it's going to drive Upper Deck to make sets where it's going to have like how it is with Spider-Man, Wolverine. Every set's going to have a Superman and a Batman. I bet you every single.
Oh yeah, that's guaranteed for sure. Like that, I think Batman overall is what's gonna carry, and there's gonna have to be a way where they could be able to put Batman in every set and make it make sense because he's the only. Even the villains, Batman villains, that's what's gonna bring those box prices to where people are gonna want to spend the money, $400-$500 on these boxes to be able to say, okay, look, I could pull a Batman out of here because I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Superman. Nobody's gonna be happy to pull a Superman. I'm sorry, I don't care. If I pull a Superman, I'm gonna give it to my daughter and say, here,
So who's the Hercules of DC?
Yeah, he's I'm all right with that.
Who? That's a question. Who is?
Who's something you don't want to pull? Like somebody you don't.
Yeah. That's gonna be in every set anyway.
Probably Mongol. Mongol will be a big one where people don't want to pull. So he controls Warworld, and basically he's a villain that is Superman's like one of like his like rogues gallery, and basically what he does is he always tries to mess with Superman and he takes him to Warworld. Well, in his world, Superman doesn't have any powers, so he has to fight, regular. I think that it's probably somebody like him.
I would say, another one is Mixoplex.
Yes.
And also
Mr. Mixoplex.
Yeah, Mixoplex, and then also Batmite. I think
Batmite might be one.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, I would like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like Batmite, but I think when people that don't know and they get that, they're like, "What the hell is this?" Like,
or Starro.
Starro,
a big one. He's just a big old. He's basically.
He might do good though.
I see, and that's what I don't know. Like, I don't know. Because they'll have to do like a Justice League set, and he was the first villain the Justice League fought.
Yep.
I mean,
first one.
Yeah, I mean, so it'll be hard. I mean, like for me, if I do DC, which I don't know if I will, but if I do DC, it will be Aquaman. That's for me.
I remember you saying that.
That's who it would be. The only reason is I love that he's not like super powerful, but he's powerful enough. I love that he does everything for his people. So for me, it would be Aquaman, but I don't know how deep if I'm gonna do this because I still love Ghost Rider and the Sabretooth stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah, and how far deep would you go into it if you did? Because I mean, when I think of Aquaman, I think of blonde hair, beach dude, not Fabio hair and big old burly buff dude. You know.
Yeah, see, I got this card. So I don't know if a lot of people don't know about this set. So this
I've
set
never seen that.
so this set is from 1996.
Hmm.
What this set is,
Oh,
it's based
yes,
off of the Kingdom Come Alex Ross
yes,
storyline.
yes.
So these boxes, which I probably shouldn't say this like on because people might want to buy these.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So these boxes are extremely hard to find.
Mm.
The issue with these cards is that they're big. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
compared
they're
to a
long.
regular card,
Yeah.
they're
big.
just like the other set that the Vertigo
Yes.
DC set that they did. Same thing, same size. Yeah.
The nice thing about this set is that it has a Mark Wade autograph possibility. And I believe there's also an Alex Ross possibility
Oh
autograph card too.
wow.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
And it's on card. These things brick very bad. They're very cool, but yeah, these are extremely cool cards.
Yeah, those are cool. I don't know too much like how the box looks. I just remember those cards because Vertigo was the same size, and there was like another set they did, and then also Spawn was the same size. And for some
Yeah,
reason, I got into that.
that's
So
exactly what I was thinking. The spawn.
yeah,
So I was
Yep.
like, damn, why do they have to do that?
I know. I wish if they were just
Make
regular
them.
card
I
size.
love the spawn card.
Yeah.
See, DC doesn't have like, I mean, this is one of its only original art cards. Is this art sets, and that's the '94 Master
Yeah,
Series.
the Master Series. I have a couple there.
That's the only. It's like it's their masterpiece basically. But these
Right.
things brick bad too. Bad.
Mm.
They brick very bad. But it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I was
Are you
going
good?
through my binder real quick, and it looks like I do need one of these Cyclops. I do need this one. I have the
Oh, there you
Spanish
go.
version. I only have the Spanish version. So
And there's 3 different versions, right?
there's two.
Oh,
I
just
believe.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
this is,
don't think they did them in the U.S.
these are the not that thing, but this is I have a whole bunch of these packs. If you ever want to open those, I have a couple of those. But the master, so the Master Series, I was only able to open up like I would buy packs, so I opened like 4 packs. You know, I just would find them and purchase them. These ones, they're not in any sleeves or anything. I was gonna get to it, but they bricked really bad, just like you
Yes.
said, you know. But I just needed some just to go into the binder just to have it. But I'm still gonna look for some of these and graded. But like here's the Joker. That's the Master Series.
Nice.
And
Yeah, it's the
then-
Batman Master Series.
Yep.
Thank you, big.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, those are clean.
And I've never seen any
Great
of the
art.
original art of these Sal. I'm gonna have to look into that. I would like to see the original art, like if it was.
I'm sure they sold.
Oh, I bet you.
Yeah.
they
Good,
did.
There's
there's
just
some good looking stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure they sold. I just want to know what they sold for. Like how
Yeah.
many years ago did they sell? There's a couple other ones here. Oh, this
Right.
is a great one. Raja Ghul.
Yep.
Yeah, check out Comic Art Fan to see if because
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of people
I have to look that up.
put their collections on there. You might get
Yep.
lucky.
Yeah, I have
So
a
do you,
friend.
do you own any OA at all, Donnie?
Yeah, I own a couple pieces. Nothing real crazy. Oh, this is actually the gold sig on the bottom.
Nothing. Who's being modest? Nothing. too crazy.
No, just it's not too much. It's nothing crazy. Like, oh god, look at this one. I would love to have the OA of that one. Like 4, 5 pieces. It's more original art comic
Yeah,
art, like
comic
pages,
art, yeah.
And then I have like a prelim from Hildebrandt, the Wolverine from '94, and a couple other stuff. I'll show it though. Raj, we're gonna do a thing where we could show some original art for sure.
Nice.
What you got over there, Raj? I know you have something hiding over there. You can show us.
No, this is kind of just shooting from the hip tonight.
This is that one poster card book that I purchased at the
Oh
Comic
yeah.
Con. The cards are really clean. This book is really clean. That's the only reason I bought it, because I know probably on eBay it's between 40 to 90, maybe $100, depending on condition. I bought this one for 70 with a couple of other books, but condition is really nice. And just the cards in here just look so
That's cool.
cool. So this is the back part.
Oh, that's cool. Are those are like perforated or?
Yeah, so they do pop out. The back ones needed to be. So there it is. So they do have the lines on this stuff. The inside ones, the back ones need to be cut though, I think.
That's cool.
Okay.
And there's my
I've got something similar, but it's a comic book backboard,
yeah.
and it's for DC, and it has Deathstroke's first appearance on it.
Oh yes. I remember that now.
I can grab that real quick. That's handy.
Really clean art on these though. Like the image is really nice, and I love this one where it has the.
Yeah, it's cool. Faders, Avengers. Yeah, it's cool.
So I couldn't pass that up. I really like this obscure stuff that people don't really know about, but I appreciate it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that's the one. Yep.
Yep.
There's Aquaman on that one? No, not on that one. Okay.
No, there's another one that does have Aquaman.
Yeah, it has Aquaman. Yep.
Mr. Miracle. So interesting fact.
Good
I don't
one.
know if people know this, but Mr. Miracle is a new god, and so the new gods were created by Jack Kirby
Yep.
right after he left Marvel.
He didn't get to finish his story.
Nope. No. So like this right here. So this is Orion. So Orion is the son of Darkseid. Basically, what happened was Mr. Miracle. What happened was they had Darkseid and Highfather had a treaty where they traded sons. So Mr. Miracle was the son of. No, was it Calabac? Calabac was it was Mr. Miracle was the son of Highfather, and then Orion was the son of Darkseid, and then they switched.
They're raised by different dads.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Darkseid is kind of like Thanos, but Darkseid's worse because Darkseid doesn't have a corporeal like form. So like Darkseid's form is very powerful, but he's omnipotent. Like he's basically like the main he was not the devil, but he's like one of the main villains in all of DC.
Yeah. It's crazy how Jack Kirby used to work for DC as well, and he did amazing work. Jack Kirby, they call him Jack the King Kirby for a reason. He's just an amazing artist. Not trying to take anything away from Stan Lee. Stan Lee's amazing as well, but he also did create these characters that we all love and know. So he definitely, without him, we wouldn't have Spider-Man or plenty of other characters that we all don't know about that he created. But also, I seen that same card you had, and I wanted to show you. I have
Dr. Fate. Yep.
Dr. Fate.
Lex Luthor. Yeah.
Lex Luthor. And this will probably be one of those characters right here. Well, maybe not this one, but yeah.
That's a Legionnaire, isn't it?
This one is Andromeda. This is the kind of stuff that we talk about where it's obscure characters we don't know. This one's good. Black Canary.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be big. Her, Harley Quinn,
Huntress,
Huntress,
Poison
for sure.
Ivy.
Yeah. Poison Ivy, those are going to be characters Argus,
Yep.
and then Raven.
And yeah, Teen Titans, and it's going to be different too, is because they could do like a Legionnaire set, but with the Legionnaire set, it's going to be so hard because I mean you're going to have Supergirl. She's going to have to be like the main focal point because there's so many characters in that people are not going to have no idea who they are. Cosmic Boy, Marvel, all those
Power
characters.
Girl too. Power Girl is going to be one of
Power
the
Girl.
bigger...
Power Girl will be. She'll be big because two
Big.
reasons.
Yeah, just two reasons.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Just 2 reasons.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna open any of the Marvel Platinum 92? Are you?
Yeah, I bought 2 boxes.
I didn't buy any.
Raj is just gonna get my Wolverines when I pull them.
I'm just gonna get the hand-me-downs. I got some trade bait. I got some trade bait for you.
There we go.
I'm interested to see what it looks like. But
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I won't open it either. But the
It was
Ghost Rider's
hard.
always the best.
It was hard for me to, because with the XL, I didn't go in on that. Like I didn't agree because, and it's not like Joe Jusko's my friend or anything, but I got to hang out with Joe Jusko for a whole weekend, talk to him, hear his stories. I was selling at the Comic-Con, and his booth was like 3 away from mine, and I'm not even a seller. I was there helping somebody. I had a long box there just selling books, but he would always just tell me, hey, bring me more stuff to sign. And I would just every day bring him stuff. And he would be drinking his coffee or whatever he was drinking, telling me stories and stuff. And just a really cool guy. So when I seen that they did that without him, it kind of made me feel, I'm like, nah, I'm not cool with that. Artists should always come first, because without artists, you guys don't have nothing to sell.
Yep.
And so I wasn't cool with that. And now that he's back in the limelight, signing those cards, the XL, 92 is just such an important set to me. Like, it was just, I'm pretty sure everybody, but to me, it was like, damn, that's so nostalgic. Like, now they're playing with my emotions, and I'm like, it's hard not to want to go in on one of those cards, one of those box sets, because, like, man, so many great images on there. To be able to afford to have a card from that image and having a PMG or an out of 5, any hard numbered card, it could be, out of 999, just to have something like that, I think it makes it special, because we didn't have that with 92. We didn't have no, like, silver, what do they call those? The silver
Spectrums?
I guess silver spectrum, in a way, anything like that to chase.
Flasher. Well, they have the buyback.
Yeah, silver flasher.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we didn't have any of that. So when they used to do buybacks, like, I thought that was the most, like, smartest idea ever. Like, to be able to bring those old cards and give them more value, because we all love them. Of course, high grade, they're still worth some good money. Yeah, I thought buybacks was amazing. Like, that just was mind blowing. That when I found out about that, I was like, man, that's genius. Like, it's such an amazing idea.
It's controversial to some people.
It is. I mean, and I let everybody collect the way I collect. They want to collect. I don't care. I think it would be interesting. Like, I will get I will probably get an image of the Ghost Rider and Sabretooth, but that's it. I don't know if I'm gonna do the numbering stuff, because I'm at the point. I have a feeling that the prices will be hiked up for a while, just because it's it's platinum.
This is the last masterpiece now.
Yeah,
last platinum and last masterpiece now.
So it's like double,
double
whammy.
I'm also interested to see when DC hits, will Marvel cards plummet?
Yeah,
I don't think that's. You go ahead. Let me get your.
It's going to be a total waiting game, man.
And that's the thing. Like, I've seen a lot of stuff come up for sale now that I don't think I would ever see. Yeah. I can tell you that. Like, I've seen some prices are very inflated, some aren't. So
we were seeing MM22 starting to decline drastically. EPAC hit, it spiked, and now it's going to come back down again, back to reality. So It's all the same
we've
shit.
we've had this conversation. I feel like this is modern comics, but just in trading cards. Everything
It's
when it
if
first
you
comes out, it's up here. Out of 50,
if you follow the
here.
stock market, everything is based off emotion.
Oh
Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah.
exactly.
Fear and greed, fear and greed. People
Yep.
are fear of missing out, and then
Yep.
they're
You got that
then they
FOMO.
get greedy. They want as much money as possible they can get to sell their
Mhm.
cards to get their money back or
Oh
try
yeah.
to make a
Yes.
profit. So it's all the same shit.
Oh
It's all
yeah,
the
for
same.
sure. That's why, with any other set too, I need to either get it pre-sale or get it at what the box is selling. Like if it's a $250 box and I buy it at 300, okay. But if it's $250 box and they're selling for 600, I'm out. Like
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
not doing that. That's why
Yeah.
I pre-ordered my boxes because once it gets past that limit, once they drop and they become $500
Oh
boxes,
yeah.
I'm all right. I don't need to. Like I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
open the box, enjoy it, not worry about, dang, I'm not going to get my money back from this three or whatever I paid. I'm fine with that amount to be able to
Yeah.
just enjoy the box, rip it. I'm not going to chase, just like all these other sets. I'm not going to chase the out of tens. I'm not going to
Right.
get this whole rainbow. I
Yep.
just want to be able to have a good representation, like you said, just of my character and its image on a card, and then that's it. I have some to trade, give to friends, and go from there.
Mhm.
Because I love to enjoy the hobby and not let it, overtake, like
Yes.
you would say, emotions, start getting you mad because, oh my God, I seen this guy pull out of 10. How come I didn't pull it? Like, I don't want to deal with that. It's just enjoy it for what it is and have fun with it.
Yeah. Typically, I like to buy one box per set just to rip open
Yeah.
myself
Mm-hmm.
and just to have fun with. But now it's just yeah, it's getting ridiculous. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
man, I should have bought one. Oh, because
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
they do that. They jack the prices up on you, and you're like have a little bit of regret sometimes. But
Yeah.
then you're just like, just be patient, pick up your singles if you need to.
And this is the way of the hobby, though. Like when I got into comics, I didn't know anything. So I was like, oh, I love this book. I'm going to go buy it. eBay, first one I seen. Of course, I would look, okay, $400, 420, 390. Oh, cool, 390. Buy. I learned the hard way. I'm pretty sure we all have where you buy something because of, oh, I seen the movie and I want to get this. It's just FOMO. So with cards, I've already learned my lesson with comics. So when I came into cards, I knew like right away, okay, I'm not buying this card as soon as it comes, this
Oh
set
yeah.
comes out. I'm not chasing that. Every time a new set came out, I was either the set behind it or like two sets before it because I knew they're trying to sell those for cheap to try to buy this new set. I was never like really into buying that card. And that's a perfect example. I got platinum. I pulled an Iron Man at a 33 on sketch with Fausto and Matt Fuller when they did the case break. And I was like, oh, cool, I could do that, character case break. I pulled it and I sold it because I'm like, I know the time is to sell now and I could always purchase that card later. And I sold that card for 330 and now I could probably buy that card for $100.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
I bought it, I sold it, and I could always just go back and get it.
Yep. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like perfect example for me. So this card right here. So this is the
Achievement, right?
base achievement card.
Okay.
So I don't do e-pack at all. I don't do any of that stuff. I found this on eBay for $2.99 ship because it's from ComC
Mm-hmm.
plus $2.84.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. I mean, how much you're gonna spend on
Trying to get the achievement.
exactly how much you're gonna spend on these? Because a whole base set, you probably have to rip like 6. Because when I did, for example, when I did Filler Ultra Midnight Suns, I opened 17 boxes, and I got
Yeah.
2 or 3 sets, and that's it. That's all I got, base sets.
It's
Wow.
crazy.
So, like, to get this card, it was a no-brainer.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, that's
And this is not go to not say you're never gonna fall into FOMO. Believe me,
No.
it's just in our nature sometimes where I want it. I don't care what I pay. but
Mhm.
it also comes in stages of how much
Mhm.
you're spending. You know, if I have FOMO
Yeah.
and I go buy something for $10 when I could have bought it for $2 a month, like $10, okay, you're fine in that. But when it starts meshing with, you know, like you said, emotions, I'm like, dang, I just lost $1,000 because I bought this card for this much when it first came out. But
Yeah.
I actually would always say this. Oh no, you know, why do people do EPAC for? Like EPAC, you're doing all this stuff to get a
Because
card to sell for
I
$30.
think
But
people get
then
caught up in the instant gratification of it.
Yep.
That's why.
exactly. But then
Mm.
when Batman came out, I bought 30 packs of that. And I'm like, I said, no, I'm gonna buy 10 packs. Bought 10 packs. And I seen somebody pull a printing plate. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's all I want is one printing plate. Bought another 10, bought another 10, and chasing that printing plate. And I at the end, I caught myself and I said, you know what? This is exactly what people feel like. You know, it gets you. Even though
Chasing
I
that
didn't want to go for
rabbit.
the achievement, but I at least I got the achievement, you know, out of those. I got like 5 achievements out of those, and I got the full set thanks to Raj, other friends out there. So I got the full set out of 85, or technically out of 85 because it's not hard numbered, and the base set and the 4 achievements. But I caught myself saying, dang, this is what people feel like when Platinum came out,
Yep.
when Metal came out, all of that.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
it's
it's so
even
easy.
worse when you get that red flash and you actually hit
Oh yeah,
something
it's just
too.
like you're
You're like,
gambling at the
oh,
casino.
this
You
is
know?
easy. This is easy. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the casino where you see those lights,
Mhm.
those sevens line up, and it lights up. You're like, man, I can hit
Yep.
it
Yep.
again. I know I can, and
Mhm.
it's just it's addicting. So people gotta just be careful, be smart with your money
Be
because
responsible. Yeah.
yep, for
Yep.
sure.
And if you can afford it, go for it. But if you can't
Yeah,
afford it,
yeah. If you go
don't.
in there to have fun,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
me,
because the math ain't math, and if you really do
oh,
the math
it's not math for sure.
on the achievements and stuff.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
got FOMO and I went in crazy on it, but to the level where I was all right with, you know, like I didn't go spend
Yeah.
money where, okay, now I can't go pay for this or this. Like it was money I had that, you know, like I say, the hobby fund itself. I sold comics, used that money to buy some other stuff, you know, and I appreciate those cards. I really love the comic covers, but I guess we'll see next week. I'll probably be in the same predicament because Batman Beyond is going to be coming on the 4th week. So there's not a lot of his cards. So that week, I'm definitely going to go kind of hard, but be strategic. You know, I have cards from the past weeks. Maybe I could trade to be able to get Batman Beyond, and I'm definitely going to be chasing a plate for sure.
So that's going to be his the achievement card is going to be Batman Beyond,
No,
or
he's just going to
he's
be
just going to be in the animated
yeah, he's going to be in the
part of
animated.
it.
Yep, and then
Okay.
that's going to be his first ever printing plate.
Oh wow.
So I'm pretty excited about that.
It'll be interesting
cool.
to see. Like I said, I'm interested to see what happens with all the stuff, but I'm just gonna sit back and drink a beer and just watch.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Ryder, do you know what was the first set to have printing plates?
20.
I didn't
know
research
20.
that.
I know I have a Magus 2011 printing plate of Marvel Beginnings.
From the beginnings. That
That
makes sense.
might be the first Marvel set to have printing plates. Was 2011 or 20? It's like 2011 or 2012.
Yeah, I remember we were discussing on the Discord about the 92 set not having printing plates. So that'd be I'm interested to see if they do wind up putting those on EPAC.
See, that's what I don't know. I don't know if maybe it's going to be in like achievement. I don't
Right.
know. I don't know because like, I mean, for example, you know, for the Fleur Ultra Midnight Sun stuff, they do the acetate medallions, which I'm still looking for, but
Me
I'm
too.
waiting.
He knows.
Price. Yeah, I'm waiting for prices to go down.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy for a Wolverine booklet.
Yeah.
If it's a booklet achievement, and only one person can own that shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's an example too. Those booklets from Marvel Beginnings, those comic cup booklets. I looked at the checklist. There's a Blade and there's a Ghost Rider.
Mhm.
Not seen any of them at all.
Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and I think a lot of those cards from that set are hard to get, actually, like the holograms and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you brought up what was the first set to have plates, and I think Fausto went, or no, it was Spidey Hits. It was the first set to have sketch cards, which was
98
Yeah,
or
98,
97.
is it 97?
So-
Okay,
Yeah,
Wow.
Fleur Ultra Spider-Man 97.
okay,
They're
so
all-
that's the first one. Okay, I was wondering because there's that, and then there's also one that they're trying to chase the Stan Lee auto in, and which one is that? 2002?
That's the one.
Or-
That's
98.
with-
no, that's
that's
still
98.
98. Okay,
with
so
the,
it's the
the
next year.
sketchograph cards. Yeah, they
Yeah,
did a whole
so
set.
90
Sketchograph,
yeah,
okay.
98 has a Marvel Sketchgraph which has like Stan Lee, and then has other big artists. Like there's a Mark Teixeira Ghost Rider I saw on eBay for like $500.
Wow.
And I should have picked it up because a week after I saw it, it's gone.
It always works out that way.
And that is my grail, is a sketch card of Mark Teixeira doing Ghost Rider. Because he was my favorite artist. I mean, he's my favorite artist of all time because the way he does his shadows and everything else, to me, is it's amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah. We all have that artist where it's like, I guess you could say obscure artists, but not
Yeah.
really. But there's those artists that we just love for some reason. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Those are the sketch boards. Yep.
Yeah. They need-
Yeah, I have a couple of them. I just didn't know if that was the set or not because I
That
didn't.
is, yeah. There's
Okay.
3 versions.
Okay, yeah,
There's-
the different colors, right?
There's
White.
no, there's 4 colors.
Okay, there's
Oh,
I know there's a white, a yellow.
Well, it's weird because there's
It's like a blue.
off
Yeah,
white,
it's-
blue, and white, and then there's a yellow.
Okay, interesting.
A yellow.
So, what was the first set to have comic cuts? Rittenhouse 2000 or no? Archives.
maybe. I'm not sure about that one.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do that research. I just barely thought of it, but yeah, I would like to know. Some of those Rittenhouse archive comic cuts, like the books they had in there, man. Why don't they put those books in the new sets? Like, gosh, there's some amazing books that they have in there.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of those books are really good. I just have one like big book, and that's Marvel Spotlight #5, which I showed you guys.
Yeah, that's a great book.
That's the biggest book I have for Ghost Rider, and I mean that's
That's the only book you need.
the only book I need. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to, if somebody ever has it who's watching this, if there is a Danny Ketch,
Mhm.
1990
Yeah.
first appearance, I'll pay good money for it.
Comic kit.
Yeah, so Danny Ketch. So the story is when in 1990, so Ghost Rider was done in 87. After that, they tried to redo Ghost Rider over and over again. They never could. So 1990, they did it again, which has Javier Solitaire is the cover artist, and Mark Teixeira did all the inks and pages. So that image and that comic book was when I was a kid. The reason I collect Ghost Rider is because I saw the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider with my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when that happens, that was the first comic I read that had Ghost Rider. And I remember the image where Danny is basically touching the motorcycle and then he becomes Ghost Rider itself.
Yeah.
And for me, that comic book is my favorite comic book to ever exist. It's very, it's very important to me. So I've never seen, even in the Fleur Ultra Midnight Suns, they never had a comic cut of, because that's one thing I was hoping they did, is they had a comic cut for every Ghost Rider, from the Phantom Rider to Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, Alejandro Jones, Vengeance,
Mhm.
and Noble Kale, but they didn't. So this is the only one that it's Marvel Spotlight number 5, which is the first appearance of Johnny Blaze. This is one of the first panel pages where his face is basically burning off, and he's becoming Ghost Rider itself.
Yeah. What a great
And
comic cut, man.
I have not saw any more at all.
Yeah. And if you don't know, but there's Marvel Age number 87, which is first preview appearance of Danny Ketch, which that's a great book too. It's a black cover, kind of hard to find in high grade. Like not kind of, is hard to find in high grade. That book.
Yeah, I want to get one. I want to get one eventually.
Yeah.
That's I mean, I'm not gonna like fully go into comics, but I think that's what I want to do. Is I want to get the first appearance of.
Oh yeah.
At least the main Ghost Riders. I mean, that's kind of what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. You already have so much of the cards to go with it. It would just match perfectly. Like, kind of makes sense to do it.
I mean, this set's my favorite set. This is arguably my favorite. So this is from this is 90. Was it 92? Mm-hmm. This set is the first runs of Danny Ketch Ghost Rider.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is a comic image set.
Yeah.
And this set's extremely. I want to get this stuff graded, but it's almost going to be impossible because it's completely black.
Yeah,
and it's completely off-centered all the time.
Yeah,
it's like the Wolverine, from then till now set.
Yeah.
But so this is like Zodiac. This is like one of his, villains, one of Danny Ketch's main villains, and that's what I kind of want to do. Is I would like to get a comic cut from all of his like main villains if I could, but I don't know like if that's possible. I do have a comic cut of this is Samson Bouchain. So this is one of the 8 Midnight Suns that was prophesized to kill Lilith.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I want to go for is I want to do 8 of them. So just a cool image. Like I know some of them won't be hard. Some will. I know, like, I have a Blade black and white comic cut, but I kind of want a 90s image, the Night Stalkers comic cut. Some of them will be hard because, like, Frank Drake, no one's really going to know who that is. Like, Hannibal King. Yeah. Some of these characters are like, okay, who are these people?
Oh, for sure. And that's, like, the way you're thinking like that is how I'm thinking with, I showed you guys that Captain America. Yep. I have that one. Now I'm going on to the next Avenger. I already have I have Iron Man number 1 comic cut, but I want Avengers number 1 comic cut. Because I don't think there is a first appearance of Iron Man in a comic cut. I would have to do more research. I haven't got that far back yet, but if there is, then yeah, of course, gonna go for that one. But with every other Avenger as well, like if they do have a comic cut from Scarlet Witch's first appearance, I'm going to try to get that. And then what made me think of that when you said villains is that's how I want to collect in DC. Like just have one of each character. It doesn't have to be numbered. It doesn't have to be anything. Just from each set, have one of each character. Maybe I think it'd be so crazy if they do comic cuts in DC. Like, gosh, I'm going to lose my mind if they do that. Like, I'll be all in for sure.
It'd be interesting to see if they do.
It would. Yeah, for sure. But, I'm just going to try to go like that.
For Batman.
Yeah, there's so many.
He's got such a good pedigree.
Yeah, and then the Rogues Gallery. And so hopefully they do bring back, like, I would love a Neil Adams art card. I know there's covers of Neil Adams from a set. I think it's Archives, Batman Archives, and he has autos on there, which I'm going to be going for. And I just hope they kind of do, because there's actually first premiere of Marvel. Neil Adams is on that set, and he did an Iron Man. He's done multiple other characters, but he did a couple Iron Mans, and I'm trying to chase one of those Iron Mans by Neil Adams. But I would just love to see the difference between a base metal Batman from base. Like, I wonder if they're gonna change anything in their process of making these cards to try to like show that they're in a different ball game now.
I would hope so. Like, I hope Upper Deck kind of learned from Marvel, and I hope they do it kind of that way. It's gonna be hard too, though, because like, you know, with DC, it's so hard because, like I said, a lot of these characters are so obscure. It's gonna be like sales. It's gonna have to. I mean, you're gonna have to put Batman in every set. You have to. There's no choice. Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is for sure.
I mean, because look at Fleur Ultra Midnight Suns. You know, for me, it was an amazing set. It still is an amazing set. I still collect it, all that stuff. But people didn't like it because people did not like the Spider-Man in it. People didn't like the Wolverine in it. People didn't like, you know, the thick cards. They didn't like the dark aspect. But, I mean, that's the whole point of Midnight Suns. Like, that's the whole entire premise of the Midnight Suns. So, for me, it's arguably the greatest set of all time.
I enjoyed the Wolverine.
And that's the thing. It's very it's very stylized because it's Wayshak, so it's very it reminded me very much of Lobo, of Simon Bisley's Lobo, because he's so bulky and everything.
Or like kind of has that like Capcom kind of pose. He's like hunched over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, Raj, do you have the checklist pulled up for Secret Wars?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, they do have a checklist up now.
Yeah, I was wondering if we could see, like, let's see what obscure characters are in here. Hopefully Moman's in there, because if you guys don't know, Raj he collects Moman like crazy. And he has a couple of sketch cards, you know.
Almost as much as Wolverine.
Yeah, almost. It's crazy.
Come on, Ghost Rider. Please.
You don't want it to be in there, but yet you want it to be.
I kind of secretly do.
Yeah, for sure. I know what you mean by that.
It'll be interesting to see because, I mean,
Raj is pulling that up. I'll show you some stuff.
Infinity Trilogy is pretty good. I mean, that set's pretty cool.
Bro, I said the same thing. That I love the storyline, and that set to me, it just was such eye-catching. Before we get into the checklist, I'm going to show some books. I don't have number 1 or number 8 with me. They're graded, but I'll show you the ones that I do have here. This is number 2. Tell me where the glare is. That good right there?
That's good right there. Yep.
Okay. It's number 2. And here, tell me if you could still see me. So I could. Can you guys still see me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
big right now.
Okay. Cool. So this one right here. Let me try to just go to it.
Cool one.
Okay. So this is the first appearance of Wakana, and first appearance of the second Titania.
Nice.
Just so people know like what to look for if they do comic cuts. This is just an iconic cover by Bob Layton, and Tony Perna actually did one of these homages to that. And you guys got to go check out his sketch cards because Matt, he killed it on that.
I got to check that out.
Yeah, such a great.
Yeah, he posted on the MCCW.
Yeah, it's like from his own perspective too. So like it was just amazing. Here's issue number 5, another Bob Layton.
I got Tony to do a commission for me. I'm really curious to see what he does, what he comes up with when I go to OAX.
Was it Dolly Parton?
Yeah, it's Dolly Parton Wolverinized.
This is
titanium titties. I mean, adamantium titties.
This one is first cameo appearance of the second Spider-Woman, Julia Carpenter, and then also the death of Wasp.
Death of Wasp.
Are you going to OEX, Donnie?
No, I'm not. I wish, it's possible. I might be able to, but with work, it's kind of hard to plan that far ahead and for that month.
Yeah.
But this is the first full appearance of Spider-Woman, first full, and then of the second Spider-Woman, and first battle of She-Hulk versus Titania.
Nice. Yeah, I would like to go, but same time, work and
Yeah.
just the money aspect. Like that's
Oh yeah.
the big commitment.
This is the battle versus
Yeah.
practice, and I just want to show this last one here. Oh, I might have showed it already actually. Actually, let me grab it. Missing one. Here it is. Because this cover right here is just an amazing Mike Zeck.
Yeah.
Iconic cover right here. That's issue number 10.
It's a cool one.
Just had to show that one, but this is number 11 and number 12. I'm excited to see what comic cuts they have in there. Like,
what would be cool is that they did like the newer Secret Wars, and you get a comic cut of God Emperor Doom ripping Thanos.
Yeah, his old spine just right there.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I love those. I love that. Actually, love that Secret Wars. They did a really good job on that one. Amazing art.
Yeah.
So what you got for us right there, Raj? Go ahead and read out.
Hang on.
There it is. Black suit Spidey does look really nice.
It does, yeah.
All right. So it's like we got 90 card base set with the most iconic characters from Secret War storyline. We got some corner box art cards, comic cut autos from the writers. This gold
The artist
version of the Spider-Man there.
Yeah, there's 3 different versions. I think I was reading earlier. I think there's 3 different versions.
Look for the following hits. We got base set, serial number parallels, Marvel team up, corner box, comic covers, and ensemble or battle world lenticular cards. Comic cuts are probably going to be what I would want from there. There's some good looking comic cuts with the brown suit Wolverine here.
Yep, for sure.
So it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I wish the comic cut was bigger. I wish they would just put the artist or whoever the image in the pack.
It's kind of a small
it
little
looks
window they got. I can care less with having a picture of the writer on there.
Exactly. Yeah, artist,
Put
writer.
them on the back.
Put them on the back. Look at the double auto is the same size as the single auto. Like the comic cut should have definitely been bigger.
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty plates.
That's crazy.
Nice Doom.
It's pretty similar to
base card, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty much like Infinity Trilogy layout. Molecule Man. Yeah,
there's Donnie's PC.
I knew he was gonna say something.
He's very, 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 very powerful in the
He
comics.
is. He really is. Like, I don't know why somebody doesn't collect them, because when we were collecting, was it Platinum? Yeah, Platinum. No, it was Flare. It was Flare. I kept getting Molecule Man, and he kept getting Mole Man, and then it would be vice versa. So I would just send all my Mole Mans to Raj, and he's like, "Why'd you send me that?" He would send me all Molecule Mans, and I'm like, "God, there." Yeah, send him Molecule Mans.
You sent me a freaking numbered one.
Yeah, numbered, bro.
20 out of 50, bro.
There. That's a grail, man.
I cherish that card.
I will be chasing that one. That cover, Secret Wars #1.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody's gonna be chasing number 8, but I'm gonna be trying to go after number 10.
Yep. It's weird they did the corner, but they did it in the full size card. I've seen it where they just do the
corner. Yeah, watch. I have
That's cool.
This is just classic corners. And this is the actual. You don't have to make me big, but this
Yes.
is the actual one that is made in the middle. That's surprising that they did it like that.
These look like the Fleer Ultra Stars.
Yeah, it does. It does for sure.
Now I'm curious if it's gonna have like a rainbow effect to it too or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Ensemble.
Nice.
That's one of the
Yeah, the
subsets,
insert.
I guess.
Black suit.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a cool black suit.
Yeah, that is.
I'm assuming it's all comic art, right?
Yeah, all of it. This won't
All
be
of it's
original
comic.
art.
Yep. All comic art.
Brown suit. It's nice. It's like John Byrne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds like Burr.
it does. But
Galactus.
Black. Everybody's gonna be chasing that black suit, bro.
yep. That's gonna probably be that, and the comic cuts are gonna be the bigger cards in this set.
His claws look funny there.
It's kind of weird pose. It's like
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Looks like he's throwing up gang signs.
That one's cool. I do like that card. I know it's like so 90-ish, but of course that's why.
The crystal
I like how
ice.
It's like,
Yeah.
like how it's breaking the fourth wall almost,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
popping out. Green parallel or orange parallel. Purple,
Yeah, these will all be numbered.
Yeah.
Yep. Red.
Probably get two
Wonder-
non-numbered, just like short prints or whatever.
Wonder if it's the red or
Restaurant.
the gold that's gonna be 101.
Yeah. Which one is that?
Turn. These
Turning
are this is the turning points. Yeah. It's hard to read.
Yeah, I can see it for a little second.
Kind of blends in. It's probably silver.
There. Okay.
Okay, we got some team up cards. There we go. Pretty
Nice.
cool.
Yeah. Shield, Enchantress, Battle Worlds.
Yep. That's pretty much it for what the
That's
cards are
pretty-
gonna look like.
You know what? Yeah, right there in the checklist, does it show who's the first 10? Let's see what the first 10 is.
Captain America, Hawkeye, Magneto, Wolverine, Iron Man,
Hmm.
Pile Driver. It's not in any kind of
Yeah, okay.
alphabetical order.
Paul Driver's one of the wreckers.
Oh, from
Okay.
the Wrecking Crew?
Doctor
One of the wrecking crews.
Thing, Enchantress, Mr. Fantastic, Thunderbolt, Wasp, Spider-Man, Professor X, Lizard, Colossus, Thor, Absorbing Man, Captain America again.
Yeah, it's gonna be two different images.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Doctor
there's no rhyme to reason of the order.
It looks like there's quite a bit of Doctor Doom,
Oh yeah.
which I would hope so. He's pretty.
That's funny. Instead of Thing, they have Ben Grimm.
Hmm.
His real name.
Who else does it say in there? Any big names that come to mind there? Another Doctor
Colossus,
Doom. God.
Cyclops, Storm, Claw, Mr. Fantastic, Professor X, Captain Marvel, X-Men. So they must have a team card.
Yeah. Interesting.
Molecule Man,
Another
Kang
thing.
the Conqueror, Magneto.
I wonder why they have King the Conqueror in here, but Tony Perna said that they didn't approve one of his sketch cards because it had King in the background.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
I call bullshit on that.
And I want that card that got rejected.
No
knowing
saber. Okay, so I'm good. No Sabretooth or Ghost Rider.
Yeah, knowing Tony Perna is probably a little bit something else in there too, huh? I
Well,
like how he lives on the edge. He definitely.
see, like Marvel, so it's weird too because like Marvel Annual, you could do Doctor Doom sketch cards because he was in the base.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering if it could be where you can't do Kang sketch cards because of the stuff they have with Jonathan Majors and all that stuff, but you can do like Marvel approved art. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason when it comes to this stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think you're safe, William.
Sweet.
William and Last Pack Magic, great, and he's
Great and safe too. Yep.
Yeah,
Which
I
his
think he's
his
great.
collections.
His collection
pretty
is
much
mind-blowing, bro.
He's pretty much done already, I think.
Yeah, he's getting there.
His collection is crazy, bro. Like
He's
some of
stopped
the
at
stuff
like
he has.
MM22 anyway. Yeah,
Oh, at least that's
purple.
checklist.
All the
Of course, you guys want to
parallels.
look into it deeper. You guys are always welcome to look into it deeper. So, what would you say for the next? We have Monarchs. This one's coming out already. 92. We have was there one more? There was another one, right? Oh no, Trilogy already came out. So
Trilogy, yeah.
3 more sets only coming out technically, unless they come out with something else.
As of now, like Monarchs. So I know Monarchs is Fleur Ultra. I'm assuming there's gonna be jambalayas in that too. I would assume
It's
so.
gonna be crazy.
I mean, yeah, it'll be nuts. Which I'm happy they don't collect like any women, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So I collect X23, just a little, nothing crazy. I don't try to get every single card of hers, but there's a card that I did not know exist, and it's from the 75th anniversary, like the card you had, and it's her going like this, like from Wolverine #1.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I just barely found out about it last week, and I'm chasing that card. I really love that card. That card is just, yeah. That's definitely a grill card for me right now for X23 because of that image. The one that I showed you, Raj, where X23 is going like this from 75th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that card is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, are you going after any of the Monarchs at all?
Psylocke, obviously, I think. But just like everything else, I'll just wait until it's on a secondary market.
Yeah. I'm not gonna, like I said, I ain't gonna. It would be crazy. What happens is what they do is that they have like when the checklist comes out, it has like all women, and then like the males or the inserts. Or
That's
like,
what I told Raj. I said, I wonder if it's gonna be like Exquisite, where you have the insert and it's the male. You know,
it could be the jambalayas or the males.
It would be crazy.
There is like a subset that is like their spouse or their partner.
Yeah, seen that.
It'd be interesting.
So, they always find a way to sneak some bigger characters into it.
Yeah.
Like you got Mary Jane or Gwen Stacy or something, and then you gotta have Peter Parker, whatever. So
yeah, well, it's gonna be interesting with all these sets coming out, with these prices coming out to be.
Just don't put Wolverine in it.
I hope it's in there for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I hope they have 2 of each, 2 Psylocks and 2 Wolverines, just to make Raj go crazy.
Watch it be the jambalaya.
Oh yeah, only jambalaya. That's the only card. No,
and then instead of just being like all like different like males, it's all like different Wolverines.
Brown suit,
brown suit,
yellow.
Yeah, I one of the cards that I'm waiting for in the mail is my very first PMG
of Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
It's your first.
Mm-hmm.
I
my
didn't know
first
that was
actual.
first.
Yep.
Okay.
I was able to get acquire one
Yeah.
through a payment process.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
crazy card.
yeah,
No, it's nice having some friends and that pull some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
yeah. They're not. I love PMGs, but they're not cheap. They are definitely not cheap.
No.
Not for good character. You know, like
No.
even Iron Man, like I opened 3 boxes of metal and didn't get no Iron Man numbered cards, and I ain't going out of my way to buy them. That's for sure. Like
Dude,
I'm
I
happy
mi-
with
I
it.
missed I missed the blue low series for $200.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's what stinks is I don't like the Ghost Rider images, so that did help save me quite
Yeah.
a bit because it's Robbie Reyes and some of those
Yeah.
images are already used. I'm not a fan. The Sabretooth wasn't in it, so that's all right. I mean, they did like X-Men Middle. They did have, this image, which I love this image, but at the
Mhm.
same time, it was used in '92.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same image that was used in '92 comic images. So it's just the only difference is that it's this way landscape card instead of
Yeah.
this way.
Instead of this way. Yeah.
So I mean,
Okay.
eventually I might get a red PMG, but at the same time, I'm not in no rush to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like having a parallel to the 92 set.
Well, here's the interesting fact too. So I want to get a jambalaya. I want to get the Fleur Ultra Wolverine Sabretooth jambalaya. What's interesting is I show Graydon this too. This card right here is a TCG card. Never heard of the company. It's called McJunkin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
McDonald. Can't even make
MUNCH.
that up.
Yeah, but it's an actual like card game that they did like overseas. I had no idea
Okay.
anything about it, but
Huh.
this image is the same image that's on the jambalaya for Fleur
Jambalaya.
Ultra Wolverine, and
Man.
and it is the same image in 2012 Marvel Beginnings base card Sabretooth.
Wow. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy that some of the images that
Some deep dives in
especially
that one.
well, and especially learning a new character, it's crazy that some of the images that I've seen are some of the images that they repeat itself a couple times.
Yeah. Same thing with
I mean,
Iron Man, which it's not technically the same for this case, but Iron Man, they use the same one from Spider-Man metal,
Mhm.
and then the other image, they use the same image from Finding Unicorn Evolution. So I literally have like the biggest rainbow because I have the rainbow up to 10 and Finding Unicorn Evolution, and then the metal cards that they did and the image from Avengers. It's all the same. So the only thing is, I have them right here. I can show you the difference.
Just like
Yeah,
this. They have the Finding Unicorn image is the same thing of the Ghost Rider, the high series. And then they did it in Marvel Rittenhouse too, the same image. It's like you have so many Johnny Blaze images. Like pick something else.
No joke.
Yeah.
I notice they do that quite a bit, and it's like gets frustrating after a while. That's why
Especially,
I usually
especially
don't.
right at the end of the run,
Yep.
the last year, it's like, okay, we'll just slap these sets together real quick.
Oh yeah. See, the only difference is this one's at an angle,
Yeah.
and theirs they did it straight. And I wish I could find the card, but it's just all it is. That's all the difference is.
Yeah.
It's almost the same crop too. Like same thing, yeah. It's crazy.
See, and that's what I'm at the point now. I don't know. I've kind of gotten crazy with the Sabretooth stuff what I'm planning on doing with my binder because it's going to be very unique to what other people do with it.
Yeah.
But I don't like doing like the same image over and over again. But if it's an image that I love, like it's a nostalgia image or it's an action pose, I'll do it a couple times if I love the image.
I've learned that too, collecting, this rainbow, it's 6 cards. I collected the craziest one that I put myself through, the suffering, is a lore, the Iron Man from Civil War, which is like 20 some cards. And, I finally got the out of 10, but me looking at it as I become more into Marvel cards and understand what I want to collect, I don't need a rainbow. I just, if I'm going to go after a card now, I kind of broke it down to where, okay, do I want to go up to an out of 25? That's the only card I'll get from that set. They have one of those. If they have comic cuts, I need a comic cut, and then I need a sketch. So 3 cards from each set, and work my way through it, because everybody else sees it. Dang, I started so late. I need to, and I used to be like that. Started so late, I need to catch up. There's no catching up, bro. You just got to let it be. You're not going to own everything, and just collect from where you're at now.
Collect what you want, how you want, and try to make I look at it where try to make your collection unique. Try to make your collection unique to you, and be able to change your collection up, and so your collection doesn't get, because that's honestly that's what's happened to me for a while, is just doing Ghost Rider. My collection got very stagnant. So I'm like, I got to figure out something else, and I wanted to do a villain, and that's the reason I did the Sabretooth stuff, is I wanted to look for a villain. Like Mephisto, I love Mephisto, but at the point, Mephisto does not have a lot of cards.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find somebody that had more cards, and betting on X-Men are going to be, a lot of X-Men characters are going to be in a lot of sets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why not?
He's going to have cameos and all that.
Exactly. So why not do that? Because like Mephisto, he's banned for a while, then he wasn't, because he looks
There's
like
no comic cuts,
Yeah. That's the hard part, and I wanted to do it because that's his basically his arch nemesis, because he created Ghost Rider and all that stuff. So I wanted to find somebody I could, because like Blackout, he's a big arch nemesis, but he's not going to have a lot of cards. Pilgrim's not going to have a lot of cards. Zarathos will not have a lot of cards. So I'm like, I got to figure out something else. So that's the reason I went with Sabretooth.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Raj, do you want to start off at since we're getting to the end here? Any shout outs or anything? Pretty much shout out to NSDC. Got kind of, just gives people shout outs. I don't know if you have anti shout outs like them or whatever, but whatever, you have any final thoughts?
Not, I don't really have any anti shout outs right now. But yeah, definitely shout out to NSDC. They're killing it with their show.
Love their show, man.
Yeah, it's very entertaining.
It is.
So.
And I like it because they all have different takes in a way, but they're all similar. But and that's a perfect example where you could have a disagreement with somebody, but still be friends. Like you don't have to force them on your ways, and that's what I like about it. It's just,
between all 3 of us, we all collect differently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. How about you, Ryder? You got anything for the people watching, or any advice for people collecting in the new sets coming out?
Have fun, enjoy it, enjoy collecting. I think the biggest thing is make your collection unique. You don't have to follow the masses, basically. Make your collection, you'll be happy in 10, make it where in 10 years you'll be happy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would just be the same way. Just collect what you like, have fun with it, and don't overthink some of this stuff. Some people take it too serious, and they start stressing out about certain things, and they feel like they're missing out on not having a 101. They see all these other people hitting 101s.
It's not a competition, dude.
Yeah, it's no competition. And, some people's limits are different compared to other people's. And I hope people see that as wanting to work harder. If this is something you truly want, work harder, find a way to make money on the side to be able to afford more boxes so you could purchase it.
Yep.
Try to chase that 101 if that's what you want to do. But yeah, you just got to have fun with it.
I'm just having more fun actually doing the research,
That's the best part.
finding the images from the cards
Yep.
in the
That's
comic
my
books
favorite part.
if they're there. That yeah, so I'm learning a lot about my character as I do that too.
Oh
So
yeah, you've been learning a lot about comics as well, and that was my favorite part is doing the research during through
like
comics. When I
when I was a
first got
kid,
into it,
when I was a kid, I first collected comics before cards, but I
yeah,
was such a unique person. I don't know. I never read my comics though. I bagged
yeah,
them,
yeah.
boarded them, and I left them in. I'd never touch
They were
them.
like
I was
your
like,
big trading cards in a
yeah,
way. Like you just
yeah.
loved the
And
image.
same thing with my action figures. I always left them carded and sealed. Like I never wanted to play with them.
Yeah,
It's a weird thing to do as a kid to not play with your toys, to actually just look at them.
yeah, that is
So,
different.
so that's why I didn't. I'm going backwards and learning more about Wolverine. I knew, just from watching the cartoon and stuff and
Yeah.
the movies over the years, but then you get deeper into it and figure out, hey, he's got all these different relationships with different female characters. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
it's
pretty
different.
cool.
Well, close us off, Raj.
All
Thanks for
right, well,
everyone for watching too.
yeah, thanks for coming by, and thanks for you guys coming on and hanging out with me and trying to chase this Wolverine card that's my nemesis now
Yeah.
because I'm down to my first binder, just getting the first 2 pages filled, and I'm missing like just a handful of cards from those first 2 pages.
We'll see you
So,
next week with another 20 packs, you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah. Next couple
yeah,
weeks.
Yeah.
no, I gotta save some money up for OAX, so
No, yeah.
I'm not buying anything for a while.
Just
Yeah.
backpack. Hey, all you do is get the Terabusi and then just backpack all the way there. Just hitchhike all the way there. You'd be okay.
Take the
Yeah.
train. I'll be a hobo with a stick and a
Yeah.
bag on it. All right. Well, thanks for coming by and subscribe to
Thanks for having
the
us.
channel. I need 6 more subscribers to be able to do live shows, so we're almost there.
Like and subscribe, everyone.
Yep.
All right.
Send it to your friends.
Yep. You guys can catch these guys on Instagram. Definitely check them out. All right.
Yep. All right. Later, you guys.